Welcome, welcome to Mums, Molars and Mayhem. It is our Valentine's special today, and we are your hosts, Dr. Ricky Gatora.
And Dr. Nish Patani.
Welcome. I am so excited. Valentine's Day, happy Valentine's Day to
Happy
you.
Galentine's Day, Ricky. Happy Galentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. So, how has your week been? And let's talk about Valentine's today.
Okay, let's talk about the week. So the week was pretty good. Work was lovely. We've broken up for half term. Everybody's on half term. It always lands around Valentine's Day, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been really nice. I had the day off yesterday. So I needed 4 days this week, and then the husband and I went out for dinner last night to celebrate Valentine's Day a day early, but we'll talk about that a bit later. How's your
Yeah.
week been?
My week was good. I had 3 days a week, working week, but I'm actually just realized how tired I am. I'm actually really tired this week, and actually I think I was quite tired last week, but I suddenly realized I am exhausted, and I don't know what it is. Why am I so tired? I wonder if it's the new moon, new energy kind of thing going around, and I'm just feeling exhausted. And I think I find that in January, February, it's just kind of like a very slow start to the year. You
It
kind of
is.
feel like there's a momentum, but actually you just it's cold, it's wet, it's dreary,
In fact, it's
and
been cold, wet, and dreary. Somebody said to me it's rained every day since the beginning of the year. And I thought, I'm Leicester based, you're London based, and we always say that the higher up, the higher north you go, the more rain we get. So I thought, well, maybe it's just a Leicester thing. And everyone's like, no, London, down south, Cornwall had all the floods, didn't they, at
yeah,
the beginning of the year. So actually,
yeah.
it's everywhere. But the sun is out today.
The sun is out and
The
it's
sun is
Valentine's
out.
Day,
So
and it's the
yeah.
month of love and the day of love. So what do you think about Valentine's Day?
I personally love Valentine's. I
Yeah,
have grown up watching Bollywood movies, so you know the usual love stories. I
yeah.
love a chick flick. I'm a sucker for a
I
chick
love love
flick.
stories and chick flicks.
And I used to be a cheesy romantic. I think in my younger days, I think
Yeah,
we've become more cynical with age, realise that the holiday is more for selling the roses, the cards. It's got more extravagant, hasn't it? I think, as the
it
years have
has.
gone on. But I still like it. I still love it's a nice excuse to buy your partner something. Doesn't have to be roses, anything really, just to
Yeah,
celebrate your relationship. For those that are in a relationship, I think
yeah.
for those that aren't in a relationship, it can make you feel a little bit down. But there's a whole new notion now, isn't there, with Galentines? Happy Galentines.
There's Galentine's, but it's also about self-love as well, isn't it? If you don't have a partner, it's all about trying to spend that time loving yourself, buying yourself a present. There's nothing wrong with buying yourself flowers, buying yourself a lovely present, spending time for yourself, going and get a massage done, get your nails done, or whatever it is. But yeah, this whole notion of Galentine's, and also I was just reading something about something called Palentines and Malamantines. So it's all about the men as well going out and spending time with their male friends, and having some time together and bonding, which I think is really good too. But I didn't know that was what it was called. But yeah, that's a new thing for me. And
That's a new thing for me
Bromsteins,
too.
never heard of that.
How was
Never.
yours? How was your Valentine so far? What have you done?
So yesterday we went out for a spontaneous dinner,
Well,
and my husband has planned something for tomorrow, which is a surprise, which I don't know about, which I'm looking forward to. I'm not very good with surprises, so I kind of like, okay, what do I need to wear? What time are we going to go? What time are we going to come back? And I'm trying to think of what it is that's going to fit into that time scale. But it's really nice that he's taken the time to think about it and plan it, which is really lovely. And that is really special, again, for us, when you've been in a marriage for so long. I don't know how long you've been married, Nisha, but I've been married
no.
this year, it'll be 23 years.
Wow.
So, when you're trying to make an effort, and it's really nice that you keeping that spark alive and trying to do something for each other.
Actually,
So
it's 19
yesterday,
years. 19 years for me this year. I just had to work that out.
yeah. So we went out a spontaneous dinner because we were in a midst of being Uber drivers for teenage kids. When you're like, and that's the other thing I want to talk about is why maybe another podcast, but why do teenagers not plan anything? So, our dinners have to be rotated about where are they going, what time are they going to go, what time they're going to need to be picked up. So then we have to think, okay, what's the nearest place that we can go to so we're ready to go pick them up?
Okay, so
So that's
mine
our
was the
day.
reverse. Ricky, mine was the reverse yesterday. We got an Uber because we were going out for dinner, and I was like, let's get a bottle of wine. It will be nice because we rarely go out for dinner, just the two of us. And I said to my 15-year-old son, who's going to be 16 this year, can you hurry up and get your driving license, please? Because you could have taken us and taxied your mum and dad to the
Yeah.
restaurant and picked us up later as well. I was like, one more year, and you can be driving and taking me, Ubering me around, because we do tend to Uber them around quite a lot.
Yes. I'm looking forward to that. But mind you, I did find that yesterday, by the time it got to, say, midnight, I was just like, I need to go to sleep.
That was me, 10 o'clock after a bottle of wine, and we didn't even finish the bottle of wine. We were pretty useless. But it was
Yeah,
lovely. It was nice. It was nice to be out.
yeah. What kind of food did you have?
We went to it's called Winstanley House. We went to the Black Iron, which is a little restaurant in a little manor house where they host weddings and stuff, and it was really nice. It was modern European, I think is what you call it. Modern European and a bottle of white, and then a cocktail in their bar afterwards. So that was nice. It's only 5-10 minutes down the road. Yeah, and
Oh,
actually we
amazing.
took a Bolt home, not an Uber. We took a Bolt because we've discovered Bolt. Um, in Europe, and now they're doing a bit more in the UK, and they were cheaper than Uber.
Oh, we'll have to look that up. Yeah, so talking about Valentines and Galentines, are you spending some time with your Galentines?
So we are doing Galentine's next Friday because
Hmm.
everybody's busy with half term. So yes, we are. I've actually just sent out a WhatsApp. Me and my best friend were like, let's meet up. We don't meet up often enough. So
Yeah,
let's do a Galentine's, and then we've just put the word out to anybody that wants to come and have dinner with us. We're going to
yeah.
just do a dinner and a few drinks, and yeah, do a Galentine's. And we're not doing Valentine's Day today. Actually, we are seeing both sets of families, and then we're going to go have some drinks with some friends later. And so we're going to, I don't know what you call it when a couple spends a night with another couple on Valentine's. I have no idea what that's called, but we're going to go and hang out
We'll
with some
have to look
friends'
that one
families.
up.
I'm sure there must be
Exactly.
something. It must be called something.
Yeah. So do you think that people feel pressure to celebrate Valentine's? I think
Um,
that possibly people who have just got into a relationship, they most really do feel that they have to not perform, but they have to buy the flowers, they have to buy the chocolates, and they have to show that kind of thing. Do you think there's a lot of pressure to do that?
so I don't think, yeah, there probably is a little bit. There's no, not pressure. There's an expectation, isn't there, from the
Yeah.
other side. So, for example, I was just telling you when me and my husband first met and started dating, we had gone on our first date in January, and a week later or 2 weeks later, I think it was Valentine's Day. And I wondered, and it was very new, very fresh relationship. We'd only met once, so there wasn't an expectation for him to send me flowers. But actually, it happens in the big chick flicks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I did wonder whether he'd send me anything, and he did. He actually sent me a bunch of roses to my workplace. He must have Googled it, I don't know, or whether I told him, I can't remember. But I was pleasantly surprised and actually a little bit shocked, and I thought that was really, really lovely. And then it has continued. We were talking at work this week with the nurses, and we were saying some of them were like, oh, it's just a waste of money, that it's just shops and businesses trying to make money out of us, and the roses cost triple what they do the week before or the week after or whatever, and is it worth it? And my answer was yes. I still love having a bunch of roses either delivered to me, delivered to my work address, given to me from my husband. It's my annual, guaranteed bunch of flowers. And I know it costs a little bit more, but it was quite cute. It puts a smile on my face. I love getting flowers. So I guess for me, it's a nice thing. I'd love a bit of jewellery and a handbag and whatever, but just a bunch of flowers and a card for me does it. It's just a nice way of marking the occasion.
Yeah.
And we've done it since we dated. But a partner should want to do it. A partner should want to give their partner something. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be 12
Mm.
roses. It can be one rose, can't
Yeah.
it? Or a card, I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think so. I mean, it's a lovely feeling getting flowers and getting something unexpectedly, especially at your workplace, because that's something where you wouldn't expect it at all. So that, and how amazing and romantic of your husband, and he's keeping that up. That's amazing. My husband does buy us flowers. In fact, he also buys the kids flowers. And the other thing about Valentine's is that I actually also buy Valentine's presents for my kids too.
You
They're
do?
teenagers now, but I started when they were quite young. I just always send them a card or give them a card, give them a little present, and I've just continued every single year. So buy little cheesy, what they call them, cheesy little cuddly toys and cards and chocolates and little sweets, just to kind of give them a feeling that even if they don't get it from someone who's romantically involved in a sense, it's just nice for them to feel that as parents we love them no matter what. So I just use that as an excuse to give it to them as well. So
That's
yeah,
cute.
no, I know I think that's cute.
My mum and dad have sent me Valentine's WhatsApp messages this morning, which I think is really funny because
Yeah, my mum too.
they're
Yeah.
jumping in on it now as well, right?
Yeah.
They love their
But
WhatsApp.
going back to the flowers, I definitely do love getting red roses and flowers. My favorite are lilies and orchids and roses. How about you?
Yeah, so it's red roses. It's got to be classic for me, I'm afraid. Even when we got actually the day we got married, even though I was going to move to Leicester that day, the hubby sent me a dozen pink roses just to make it a
Oh,
bit different, which was really, I remember that now. I did think you spent money getting roses delivered on our wedding day, pink ones, and I can't take them with me to Leicester, so I had to leave them
oh, but
at
that's so
home.
sweet.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
so sweet.
it's
I
yeah.
was reading something about saying they were saying that 250 million red roses get sold for Valentine's Day, which is immense. And yesterday, when I was in London and I went into the station, and they had all these ready-made bouquets of flowers and roses, and they were stunning. They were like this really deep, intense red and absolutely like picturesque roses. But they were like £100 or more, and I was thinking, and despite the fact that I would love to get them, I was thinking, well, wouldn't I spend that money on something else? And I maybe wouldn't want some jewelry instead. Because flowers do die, and that's the sadness of them, isn't it? They look beautiful for a week and then they die.
Yeah.
And when my husband used to buy me flowers, I was like, well, do you want to just get me a plant instead? Because then that will grow and we can look after it and it'll be around, and as opposed to it dying after 5 to 10 days. But there is something beautiful about red roses, isn't there?
I mean, there was a frenzy of men buying roses for their partners yesterday in Morrison's because our local Morrison's has a bit of a florist section, like a proper, they do bouquets and stuff there as well. And actually, I was just browsing as I went in, and there were some bouquets for £100. And actually,
Yeah.
I was quite shocked. I was like, £100? Wow. I don't know if I'd spend that. That's a lot, isn't it?
Well, exactly. So I'm going to say 40, 50, 100,
40, wasn't 40 the going rate? I'm sure 40 is the going rate to get them delivered. Maybe they're more expensive now, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I suppose it depends on the quality of the rose. I mean, like I said, these roses were stunning. But anyway, so we'll have to just make sure that we get red roses every Valentine's Day, which
Well,
you definitely are.
it's out there in public now. It's on the podcast, right?
It's on the podcast, it's in the ether. So he knows
He
every
knows.
single Valentine's he's got to keep up with that expectation.
He knows. He knows. And actually, one of our New Year's resolutions this year was that we go on a date once a month, every month, just to sit down, talk to one another, discuss what's been going on in the month, and just take some time out of our lives. So we sort of timed that. We'd missed January because January has been quite grey and depressing. So
Yeah.
timed it with Valentine's. And I said, I'm going to choose a restaurant every month, and we're going to go and check out nice restaurants once a month and do date nights once a month to tie in. So it's quite nice starting it the day before Valentine's, I think.
Yes, exactly. And that is so important. And that's kind of what we've discussed as well with my husband, that we just need to get more date nights in. Because, when we mums, we're working, professional women, it is so hard to spend and allocate time to each other. We know you obviously see each other every evening, but sometimes,
We don't talk.
somebody, yeah, you don't get to talk, do you? My mum will tell me something, or someone tells me something, and then later on, I'm like, didn't you tell your husband? I'm like, I didn't even get a chance. I
No.
completely forgot. And it is important to step back and have some time to actually and just talk about life. But the other thing as well is just to try and make sure you don't always just talk about the kids, because that's what the other thing that happens is that you end up doing a whole itinerary of, right, what's going on in the house, what's going on with the kids, what's going on with this. But actually, what you really need to do is actually say, like, how are you doing? What do we need to do for each other? And what's going on with your emotions, and how are you feeling about life in general and about us, I suppose. And Valentine's Day is, I know it's a gimmick and it's all marketing and stuff, but sometimes that is also the time for you to step back and think it's forcing you to spend time with the person that you care about, or just to step back and say, okay, well, maybe we just need to be a bit more grateful for each other and spend time with each other.
Yeah, I think
You
so.
think?
Yeah, that's exactly what we did yesterday. Because I could have quite easily, because it was raining all day yesterday, I could have quite easily gone, right, I'm going to put my pajamas on, because that's what we do in winter, don't we? And I'm going to sit and watch Netflix, or let's catch up on a movie where we don't talk. And actually, it was really nice to go out, be around other couples, people that were dining. In fact, there was loads of couples there yesterday. And then we went into the bar afterwards, and even though I didn't really want a drink, I was tired and I was done, but I was like, no, let's go get a drink, let's go and sit and let's continue the chat. So yeah, that was nice.
Yes, exactly. And so it's nice to chat. So do you talk about aspirations, what you want to do with life, or are you just going through that list?
It depends on how much wine we've had, Ricky, I'll be honest with you.
So the more wine there is, let's talk about the daily admin stuff.
We did a little bit of what are we doing next week, because it's half term and I'm working and he's working and the kids are off. And then
Yeah.
also we did a little bit of where are you going out Thursday night, Friday night, da, da, da. And then school reports have just come in, so we talked about the kids' grades, how they're doing in school, and then what we were doing for the weekend, and we were planning the next day. But we did sit down and talk about my new job, the podcast. So yeah, we caught up. It was really lovely. What about you? What
Yeah.
did you talk about last night?
We were trying to plan our holiday, actually, summer holidays. It's always planning with the kids' holidays. Where are we going to go? What's the weather going to be like? So we'd love to go to Japan, but I think it's going to be too hot in August time when we're going to go. So it was trying to think of where else can we go? What do we want to do? So I love exploring. I love having a holiday where I'm seeing the culture, the people around, and going to actually see the place. And although my husband does like that, he does like the other side where you're just sitting by a pool and doing nothing. Because, when you're so busy, that is all you want to do sometimes, isn't it? Not have to think about anything. You're just sitting and just decompressing. So we were just trying to figure out what we want to do and what's the balance of being able to explore but also rest at the same time. So I think it seems like Japan might be out because it's going to be too hot, and now it's thinking about plan B.
Okay.
So that was a lot of the discussion of what we're going to do.
Okay. Anything else? What else did you talk about?
What else did we talk about? I think we talked about food.
When's the
We
next
we
dinner
went to a
date?
sushi restaurant, which we love. So it was a new place that my husband hasn't been to. So yeah, food. Um, yes, about ourselves as well. I did talk about the podcast and about time. I have been super busy, so it's time to just kind of try and allow myself a little bit of time to not be on the computer all day figuring everything out, because I've got talks to give in a couple of weeks' time, and just things like that, just life admin.
Yeah. Okay.
But today I did say to my husband, how can I help you, and how can we help each other as husband and wife? What do we need from each other? Because so that we can be better connected or better communicators with each other. So yeah, so it's important to do that too.
Did you get your husband a gift, Ricky? Because I've just realised I bought my husband a card. He always gets me roses and he never gets a gift from me. Is that a real sexist? Is that what Valentine's is? Do we buy our male partners anything for Valentine's?
Yes, we should.
We should.
We
I didn't.
appreciate them just as much as they appreciate us. So I didn't get him roses, but I got him chocolates, special chocolates from Hotel Chocolate, the Hot
Yeah.
Chocolate, whatever you call it.
How do
And,
shoppers?
and I bought him mug, and I got him some perfume, and I got him this little cute little cuddly thing, which I actually got for my son as well, which has a little phrase on it. It's a knitted thing which has this phrase. Sounds really weird, but actually it's so cute. I knitted something like that, and yeah, mug, things like that. Just cheesy presents, but things that appreciate it,
Yeah.
appreciate him,
Yeah.
that he likes. And but I didn't buy him flowers, so I was thinking of getting the flowers.
I don't think men appreciate flowers anyway. I don't know.
You don't think so? Yeah, maybe a plant then.
My own mum doesn't like flowers. Every time she gets sent flowers, she gives them to me. So I'm a big appreciator. Yeah, a big
Yeah.
appreciator of
No, I
flowers.
love
She thinks cards and flowers are a waste of money. I don't know. Maybe that's
that's that generation though, isn't it? I think they do think that anything like that is a waste of money, an
yeah,
expression like that is a waste. But it isn't a waste. But I do get about the flowers dying, so I do always buy my mum plants as opposed to flowers.
yeah. Plants,
I love
orchids.
flowers.
Orchids last quite well, and they're pretty, aren't they?
They are, yeah. But yeah, my living room is a bit like a greenhouse, so I have plants everywhere. So anytime anyone gives me plants, I'm really happy.
Okay, note taken.
So Valentines, obviously I've got a group of 10, I've got different groups, but my main group that I spend a lot of time with, there's 10 of us. So trying to get 10 of us to find a date that we're all free is a bit of a nightmare.
Near enough
But I
impossible.
do love spending time with the girls, and we have a real laugh, and it's so nice to have a group of women around us that support us and encourage us to do the best that we can and have no expectations, but also real love for each other, and supporting each other. So that's so nice to have that group of women around you.
Yeah, girl time's different, isn't it? Girl time is
It
different.
is. It is really different. I love having girl time.
I
I
always have a
love
good
being
giggle
with
with mine. A good giggle.
Sorry?
I always have a good giggle with my friends.
Yeah, we have lots of belly laughs. And that's really important, isn't it? Because you can really be yourself, really express yourself, say anything you want. And hearing about each other's stories is really, really good fun.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone's asked what are we all doing today. Everyone's got a different thing going on. It's quite nice, actually. Not everybody is going out and celebrating Valentine's. A lot of people. I mean, one of my friends, she makes the podcast every week. She's literally just messaged and said that
Oh,
her husband's out with the neighbours. And I said, "Oh, what's he doing with the neighbours?" And she says, "Oh, he's gone to the it's comedy festival in Leicester this week. It always falls in half term, so he's gone for a day of comedy and left her sort of at home walking the dog."
oh. But maybe that's what she needs is just some quiet time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll ask her later.
But I had a really amazing thought. And I don't know what you, because I have crazy ideas, as you know, Nisha.
You do.
But I thought that wouldn't it be so nice, because we were talking about the Ned last week and we were talking about Galentine's this week, that maybe in a couple of months' time we can get together with some of our listeners, and have a Galentine's dinner.
Mum's Molars and Mayhem comes to London.
Yeah. What do you think?
I think that's a super idea.
So we should get that together, like whoever wants to come. I know you've got lots of your friends that are supporting you and some of my friends that want to support us, that we just get together and it's just another way of increasing our circle.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
up for that. Yeah,
So
hell yeah.
I think that we're going to put a poll up on the podcast this week as to who would be interested in coming along, and trying to see if we can make that work in, say, what do you say, September, October time?
Yeah, we could do. Is it females only, or are we going to invite partners too?
Well, what do you think?
I don't know because we're going on our next DRE course together, aren't we? In
Yeah,
April.
yeah,
And the first time I came to London, I used it as an excuse, and my husband came with me. So we went out for dinner the night before, and it was only
yeah,
one day. So I said, we can go out for dinner the night before, and
yeah,
then I'll go off and do the course, and then we can get the train back together. And
yeah,
this time, me and you have said, well, we're going to share a room, and I'm going to come up the day before. We're going to go
yeah.
out for dinner. We're going to do the course, which is, I think it's 2 or 3 days.
Saturday,
And
Sunday. Yeah.
he said, well, what about me?
Oh,
I said, "Oh, I've got Ricky now. I'm gonna." We said we'd share a room, and he goes, "But that's not what we did last time. I think he feels like he's missing out on the trip to London." And he said, "Well, can't you get separate rooms?" And I went, "Well, I don't know, but no, I don't think this time I think I want to go down and hang out with the girls." Can you imagine
I
if I
know he's
say,
gonna.
"I know"?
Oh, but look at him. He wants to join you, so maybe you're gonna have to get a room with him, and then I'll have to
No,
get.
we'll see. I'm not sure. We'll see.
All
But I
right.
thought that was quite funny. So yeah, they always
Well,
want
why
to
don't
know.
well, actually, you know what? Why don't we open it up to our partners and whoever wants to come?
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, and then
The lads
we'll
do their lads thing all the time. They no, no, it's fine.
Well, maybe we could do one Galentine's, we could do one with just the women, but then also it'd be lovely to have our partners and all those people that are supporting us on Mums, Molars and Mayhem to join us. Why not?
Yeah, because actually, remember, it's not just for women; it's for everybody.
Exactly. And also it's just a way of saying thank you to them, isn't it? Because they are there supporting us. And we again would love to say thank you to anybody who is supporting us and listening to the podcast. And I hope you're finding it of value. And it's just us having a banter, and it's just us talking about life in general and anything that's happening. And we just want to say thank you. Is there anything else you want to add, Nisha?
No, just happy Valentine's Day. I hope love is in the air.
Yes, hope love is in the air for your partners, yourself, the girls, anybody else. And we just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're just going to put on our last bit. And also, oh, we forgot to mention that we are actually on YouTube now. So you can see us on YouTube, and we're going to be sharing that on our socials. So please follow us. Please share our podcast with anyone that you know that will want to listen. And like you said, it's not about dentistry. We are just two mums. We are two dentists, but we're talking about everything about life with zero filters. And we'd love to be able to carry on our journey and share our life with you.
Keep talking. We want to keep talking, don't we, Ricky?
We do. We're going to carry on anyway, aren't we?
Yeah. Whether anyone listens or not.
So with that, we're going to say goodbye. Happy Valentine's. And we'll see you next week with another podcast episode. So it's a, oh, music. So it's a goodbye from me,
Ricky Gatora. And
and
me,
you.
Dr. Nisha Patani.
Bye.